Alrighty, hello everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look at Pfizer Inc.'s Q3 earnings. So the estimated earnings that they were predicting were 70 cents a share, but Pfizer was able to beat that at 72 cents per share, which even though it's not that much, there's still an earnings estimate beat, which is good. However, on the downside, sales have declined by 4% across the company. This is primarily due to, obviously, the COVID conditions that even though certain sales are up, a lot of people may or may not be going out and buying different pharmaceutical products in bulk, especially ones that might be more tailored to elective surgeries and the like. And then finally, they did miss revenue by a slight amount. Their total revenue was 12.13 billion, while the estimated revenue for Q3 was going to be 12.23 billion. Now, we do have a few key remarks from the management team that they have issued to investors. One of the first is that 4% operational growth in their biopharma, which is primarily driven by the ongoing strong performance of several pharmaceutical products that I will not attempt to pronounce because I will be honest, I'm not good at saying them. However, this is good to see that as far as operational growth is concerned, they are still growing. They've reaffirmed that all the guidance they have set forth for 2020 is still standing and that they are targeting a continuous annual growth rate of at least 6% through 2025, which I do believe Pfizer will easily be able to hit and target, especially if the COVID vaccine is successful. And as you can see, that's currently on phase 2 or 3 for the clinical trial. They have over 42,000 participants and over 36,000 have received their second vaccination. This is good. I know there's several other main pharmaceutical companies such as Johnson & Johnson that have had to pump the brakes a little bit, but it seems like Pfizer is still proceeding quite strongly with it. If they will be the first, that I cannot say, but it does seem that they are making good headway to be one of the main ones. And I do believe that if they are successful in creating a vaccine, that there will be some good appreciation in the stock value as well as some good appreciation in their revenue. Now, another thing too is to remember that Pfizer produces two very key drugs sold both in America and internationally, that being Lipitor for, cholesterol, as well as Viagra, which I'm pretty sure everyone over the age of 18 is familiar with. And I do not see, especially given Americans' diet, that the need for Lipitor will ever decrease, even though there is some dispute on the effectiveness of statins and other long-term health consequences. And I'm pretty sure that Viagra is going to be safe for at least 2 more years. I do need to double check that, but I believe they still have the patent protection on Viagra continuing on for another 2 years before it becomes fully open, where it's pretty much fair game. There are some competitors such as Roman that are moving into that male enhancement space, but I would still say that Pfizer has the market share cornered on that with Viagra and some very aggressive ad campaigns. Overall, I was a little disappointed to see that sales and revenue had dropped. It makes sense with COVID and the fact that, you can't keep selling a lot of these elective related drugs if people are not getting the procedures. However, I do see the potential for the COVID vaccine as being a boon. And you do have to remember that Pfizer is, I believe, I'd have to double check. I think it's a $13 billion market cap. I might be wrong. I'm just saying that off the top of my head. Should have written that one down. But overall, this company's not going anywhere. If anything, this dip in revenue, if there is a stock dip in the price, to me that would signal a good time to take a position or add a position. However, do remember, I am just some dude on the internet who enjoys looking at stocks. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and always do your own due diligence. Have a fantastic day.